For our students, our 7th grade curriculum is contemporary global studies. So one of the things we looked at this year is recent conflicts. And so we were able to continue our project. A couple of years ago, we had interviewed veterans from the Vietnam War. And this time we expanded that and we interviewed servicemen and women who, many of them served during these conflicts. Some of them were boots on the ground, some of them weren't, just served during that time period. And the students got to learn about that and in the big picture learn what role did our community play in that too. And it connects with our authentic learning goals as well. And the students worked in teams. We brought in, I think it was 22 servicemen and women that came in and the students interviewed them. Each one of them on the team had a specific job, whether it be the photographer that day, the recorder, or the interview questions, or the host. And they worked together then on that day to get the interviews. And then afterwards, that's where the real work began, as they worked on trying to compile that information then and put together a presentation where they could highlight some of the information that they got from those interviews, which were normally somewhere around 20 minutes to half an hour long. And then put together those highlights, learn how to clip those segments of those, and then also summarize some of the other things that we looked at, like what values did that serviceman or woman represent, and be able to present those. And so they were able to present those, and now we get to share those with the community as well, and also continue to archive and try to collect as many oral histories as we can of our veterans and some of them who are still active duty that have served in these conflicts or didn't serve in the conflicts but served our country, and help our students to see the sacrifices that these men and women have made while also connecting it to what we've learned in the classroom.
What I liked about this project was there was people that spent time on these veterans, and these veterans needed to be recognized, and I thought this was a cool project because even though there wasn't a lot of veterans that came in, it still meant a lot when we interviewed them.
One of the things with the Authentic Learning, they oftentimes talk about a kickoff for this to kind of get the students excited about the project, and we were lucky enough to have Representative Zach Nunn come in and speak to the students to kind of kick off and talk about how important that was. And then of course, with the Gold Standard projects as well, they talk about that aspect of teamwork and having it be something that is authentically connected to their learning goals there too. And this is something that is not just for the classroom at all. Like I said, this is something that's going to be going out to our community that we're also going to be sharing with the museum as they collect these too. And then of course part of that Gold Standard then is basically having that presentation where the community gets to see these projects that they've done, and we did that. We were able to have some of the servicemen and women come in while the students presented those presentations, and then as well as members of our community.
My name is Denny Thompson, Air Force veteran, 20 years retired. The kids interviewed me a couple weeks back. I think it was pretty neat to get to learn what goes on and when people are overseas doing different things, and just different aspects of the challenges and just what people go through. It's kind of neat to share that with the children here.
So helping the students see that this was something that's bigger than just our classroom, but something that really is something that our community can use, and as people, you know, in the future might want to be able to help understand the role our community played in some of these broader global events.